Weekdays at 1 p.m. on Veria Living.
Well, hello there and welcome back. It is now time for a special edition of Ask the Hormone Experts with, yes, health practitioner and author of The Hormone Shift, Dawn Cotillo, joining us here today. Hi, Dawn. We're excited to have you, yeah.
I'm excited to learn about hormones, and I think everyone needs to learn about hormones, even men, because I think you were saying they have to learn how to deal with the hormones in the women.
So by making the women happy, we're making men happy all over the country. Yes.
Fantastic. Saving lives here.
Exactly.
Saving marriages.
That's right. Bringing families together.
Why do hormones play such an important role in our health?
Actually, hormones affect a woman's mood, they affect her sleep, they affect her weight, they affect her appearance, they even affect female-related cancers down the road. So really, when you think of it, that affects all parts of our life.
And it's at any age, right? It's not something you deal with when you're older or going through menopause. It's something
you can come out of the puberty gates and be messed up hormonally.
And they can be wrecking havoc on your life.
Yes. So I thought, let me give a quick overview of what happens with hormones. I think this will make it super easy to understand. We have a little graphic we're going to put up here.
Fabulous.
And basically, I think we'll all agree that women in America are under a little bit more stress. We multitask, we do many things. So when our stress goes up, what happens is the stress hormone cortisol goes up. And we've heard of cortisol.
Yes.
But here's what happens. When cortisol goes up, our good hormone, which we're going to talk about, progesterone, goes down. It gets drained. Now, why is that bad? Because progesterone keeps us thin, in a good mood. It keeps our cycle good. It helps us sleep, prevents cancers.
Fascinating.
But nobody talks about it as much as they should. So what happens is progesterone goes low and you're dominant in estrogen. Now, we need estrogen. It's good for many things. But when you're dominant in it, you're gaining weight, you're becoming irritable, you're getting on your husband's nerves, you're causing all sorts of other problems with PMS.
Nobody's happy.
Nobody's happy. Divorces are happening. So it's called estrogen dominance. So it causes mood, weight, and sleep issues. Now, that's the main shift. If you get that, you'll get the part of it, the main part of it. The other little shift that happens after menopause is that then estrogen starts to come down just a little bit. And when estrogen starts to come down a little bit, then you have a bunch of new fun symptoms to deal with, like vaginal dryness, low libido, thinning bones, thinning hair.
So you just are maintaining this balance.
The
The
balance
good and the bad
is the key as we go through.
Well, we
Lots of
have
questions
coming in, so let's get right to it. We're going to start things off with actually a Facebook question from Jennifer. And Jennifer writes into us, I'm currently going through menopause. Is it beneficial for me to be taking estrogen? So something that you were just talking about.
I just mentioned. Now, here's the thing. When you get your progesterone levels where they should be, you should never need to take estrogen. Yes, if you take estrogen, it'll quickly help with some of the hot flashes and some of the libido and things like that. But in the long run, it causes a bigger gap because your progesterone's down and causes weight gain, irritability, and you can't sleep, and you gain weight. So really, the best thing to do, one of the things we promote, is getting your natural progesterone up. And you can get a simple progesterone cream, put it right on the inner arms, any excess is urinated out, and that will bring progesterone up to calm your mood, help you to lose weight, help you to sleep, and it's that simple.
And this is a very more of a natural technique than by taking a pill or something like that.
Yes, a lot of women don't want to take pharmaceuticals. They don't feel comfortable taking estrogen. There's risks long term, so they rather go with something natural. So we'll talk about some other solutions, but that's one thing somebody can do, and I highly advise that over taking estrogen.
Great,
Great
wonderful.
tip. Fantastic.
All right, well, another question now. This one comes from Claire in Denver, Colorado, and she's joining us on the phone right now. Hey, Claire, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. What's your question today?
So I have a question. I frequently get acne and pretty bad cramps, and I'm wondering, is the pill a good way to help these symptoms and sort of balance out my hormones?
Well, actually, that's a really good question because the national trend is a lot of women have been taking the pill for things besides birth control, for pregnancy. So what happens is the reason she's having these symptoms, the reason you're having these symptoms is because there is that imbalance between estrogen and progesterone. So the key is if we can bring the progesterone up, we'll talk about some ways of lowering stress, the body will balance out naturally and you won't have to take the pill. The pill has synthetic estrogen and progesterone, that's very well publicized, and synthetic progesterone does some of the opposite things that natural progesterone can do, and over time can cause more symptoms like migraines, weight gain, fluid retention, and the Women's 2002 Initiative study even proved that the combination of those two can over time cause some female-related cancers. Really? Not a good thing long term. So another solution besides the progesterone is you can add in a little bit of maca. There's different herbs your healthcare practitioner can tell you about, ginseng, and what they do is they help the stress response. So you're always going to have stress, but they give the adrenal gland what it needs to make the cortisol, lower that so the progesterone can rise. So that's another simple thing.
The stress, and then your hormones will eventually balance themselves out.
Correct.
As opposed
Then you do a little supplementation and watching sugars and caffeines. That's also stressful on the body as well.
Okay. All right. Well, Claire, thank you so much for that question. Really appreciate it. Hope it helps you out there. Last one here, we have an email from Diane in Las Vegas, Nevada. And Diane says, for the past few years, I have really had a really stressful job, and I found myself becoming heavier and moodier. How much of this can be attributed to stress?
We're on a theme here.
Yes, what I think
We
it's
really
all,
are.
Everybody's stressed out.
It's all stress. And when the stress goes up, the progesterone goes down, the woman has more cravings, she gains weight, becomes more
Around the
insulin
middle.
around the middle. And again, something else, raising progesterone, supporting the adrenal gland with maca. Another thing I recommend is some relaxation every day. So I love an eye pillow. I say put this on, but the cool thing I recommend is there's relaxation CDs called sound wave therapy. 23 minutes, it's like a 2-hour nap. You get them on one line, and it's a little like almost yoga that you can do. It's almost like a little massage. It's a relaxation thing you can do that's quick and easy in 20 minutes and will lower the cortisol level.
Fantastic.
Yoga
that will
for the
help
mind.
Yoga for the mind.
I love it.
And
I
it's
just
quick and
love
easy.
everything that you're saying about getting to the root of everything and
Yes.
having that be like the stress issue and then bringing that into balance, and then your body will find its natural
Your
way.
body knows
I
more
love
than everybody.
This. I think
Yes.
it's fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
So informative.
Natural hormone expert Dawn Cotillo, everybody. Yeah. And you can find her book. It's called The Hormone Shift.
Correct.
You can find it online now, right?
Correct.
All right. And great news for everybody here because our studio audience is going home with a copy.
Yay!
Yes, they are.
Lots of happy people.
Happy, peppy people.
So,
I know,
We
yeah.
have to take a quick break, but don't go away. Coming up next, it is time to strap on our stilettos. We're going to show you the fun new workout that can help you dance away the pounds in your favorite heels. Stay with us. You don't want to miss it.
I'm getting my stilettos out.
I'll stay for that.
I know.
You should stay for that.
That's probably really good.